Hello everyone, my name is Emmaus Vanderbilt with Silver Fox Productions, and today we're going to be taking a look at how to balance the Canon 1dx Mark II with the new DJI Ronin-S. So first of all, I have a Canon 1dx Mark II with a Tamron 24-70 f2.8 on the DJI Ronin-S. It's pretty balanced right now, but just for the purpose of showing you how to balance it, I'm going to go ahead and mess up all the balance so I can show you the settings I used to have it be balanced as best as it can be. So you can see after messing up the balance, it is not perfectly balanced and we'll have to do some work to it. So first of all, if we're going to take our camera off, and you'll see with your sled, the placement of the sled is very important because this camera is very back heavy because it has a big body, and sometimes it'll be front heavy if you have a lens. But for this setup, I decided to put the sled close to the number 9 on the back with the back of the camera, and towards the front line up with the number 2, and having the DJI logo on the back. So now once you have the sled fastened down nice and firmly on here, have it nice screwed down with the Phillips head screwdriver, now you're going to slide it in to your gimbal. This is unlike a Manfrotto because with this one you put it in backwards compared to sliding it in forwards. So once you slide it in backwards, you're going to slide it back until you hear a click, and then you keep on bringing it backwards, and then you'll lock it down just for temporary. So as you can see, it's definitely not balanced, and for your first axis, you want to work on your tilt. I found the best way to work on your tilt was going to hold the arm that says Ronin while you work on that, and you can see obviously that's not correct. So first of all, I try to drop that down just about all the way, but you'll see why not all the way in just a minute. So you'll bring it just up a hair, a little bit, probably about 6.5, and tighten it down. So it's a little bit better, but not anywhere where we want it to be. So holding this down, this needs to be able to stay in one spot. So you're going to keep on bringing back your sled until it stays in that one desired position. So once you now have that down, with your left and right, you're going to go ahead and unscrew that. And for this camera, it needs to come all the way out to the end. And you'll push it because again, this camera is very heavy. So naturally it's going to be very left heavy. So this arm, you need to bring it out as far as you can to the right to make up for that weight difference. Once you bring it all the way out, go ahead and tighten that down. And then we'll come back here just to work on this a little bit more. So as you can see, it's a lot better than it was before, but still really front heavy. And the reason I said bring this up is because with this camera, again, since it's so big, if it's too low, like down here, it may come through and scrape the bottom with some shots. But for right now, we are good to bring that down. See, it looks a little bit better, but still too front heavy. So we're gonna bring that back. There's no real magical answer to this, it's just a big guessing game. So as of now, it stays just about wherever you put it. Now this one right here is our last axis. So you're going to unscrew this knob, and for this camera you're going to push it just about all the way back. So I'm bringing it back just a few notches before 0, and go ahead and tighten it down. So your end result should be, if you let go of it, it does not move, and it's not all funky to the side or anything, but if you let go, it'll stay in one spot. So now that you have it properly balanced, you want to go ahead and turn it on. The way you do that is, first of all, you have to make sure your battery is turned on below by holding down, and then you'll see 4 green lights, which represents a full battery. Second of all, you'll want to hold down this power button up towards the top, and you'll see the lights 1, 2, 3 light up and hear a ding. Once that happens, it'll take it a second, it'll go ahead and hold it into place. And as you notice, it works pretty good. It moves around quite well, but if you go into the app, you can make some adjustments to it to make it a lot better. So if you open up the DJI Ronin app and go to Configuration, Motor Parameters, and then Auto Tune, you'll click OK to proceed with Auto Tune. And then what it'll do, you'll hear a sound that sounds like grinding motors. I promise it's not breaking your Ronin, but what it's doing, it's making adjustments based off of your camera's weight and position to the Ronin to give you the best shots and have it use the least amount of battery power by adjusting its motors. So it takes about 30 seconds, we're at 70% now. And once we're finished, you could see our pan is at 0, tilt -1, and roll at 0, and that's all for our power. And that's pretty good. You want to keep those within -4 and 4, so it'll be using the least amount of battery power. It'll still work if it's at a higher number, but it's best if it's at a lower. So now that we have everything balanced, it's tuned properly through the app, now it's time to capture some test footage. So go ahead and take a look at some of the footage I captured with this setup, the 1DX Mark II with a 2470 on the Ronin-S. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to send me an email at hello@solarfoxproductions.org or check out our website at www.solarfoxproductions.org. Thank you for watching.